Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jacob. In this video, I want to talk to you about a really quick lesson that I've had an epiphany on probably over the last 12 months, and it's been reinforced. I want to share a little story with you about something that exists in my business, and it's quite funny. It's interesting the way people go about doing things, and there's a big takeaway from it that I think you'll get a lot of benefit from. Okay, before we dive into that, be sure to subscribe to the channel, check out the Super Affiliate Accelerator if you want to get into high ticket affiliate marketing. Give the video a like if you get any value from it, and leave any questions or comments that you've got below. So I have this bot, right? I have this ManyChat bot that runs in my business, and the goal of it is to filter out tire kickers. The goal of it is to find more committed prospects who would be willing to invest in learning affiliate marketing. Okay, it's a pretty simple bot that I built out one afternoon. I had a bit of an idea, understanding the questions and the kind of things that you ask people to qualify them. I integrated that into a bot, and so what it does is, first things first, it says, "Are you hitting your income goals?" Because if someone is already there, then there's no point in me talking to them, because they're not going to feel the need to stretch. And then, so assuming they say no to that, which the vast majority of people aren't, then it says, "What do you feel is your biggest problem?" And the three main things that I see people struggling with are mindset, offer creation, and finding buyers or generating buyers, right? Getting leads, converting them, that kind of stuff. So I'd ask them those three things, because I'm interested in knowing if it gets to the point that we talk, where do they think their problem is, right? That's an important point from a sales perspective. So they pick one of those three, and then there's customized messages for each response that they give. But ultimately, the goal is to say, look, I've been where you are. I've overcome the mindset things, and I'm always evolving on the mindset front. I've learned how to craft an offer. I've done it with multiple programs, and I've used multiple strategies to generate buyers: free, organic, paid, all that kind of jazz. Would you be interested in jumping on a call with me or my team to have a chat about how we might be able to help you out with this? And it's fascinating, because I'll be sitting working, and I'll get notifications from my business page where the bot runs, and I'll see it pop up, and it'll say, "Are you hitting your income goals?" And person X will say, "No." "What are you struggling with?" "Mindset." Or "What are you struggling with?" "Getting buyers." "Cool. Are you willing to jump on a call?" "No." Which it always makes me smirk, because you know what your problem is, or you think you know what your problem is. You're not currently where you want to be, and someone who's done what you want to do is offering you the opportunity to jump on a phone call, but you aren't willing to do that. I think that gives a bit of an insight into the issue straight up. But look, I'll play devil's advocate, and I'll say, sure, maybe someone's having a bad day. They don't want to jump on a call. Sure, that's fine. I think it's a pretty good insight, but let's just say for a second that they don't want to, for whatever reason that doesn't compromise the fact that they still really want this. So then I put that question to them, and I say, how much of a priority is this for you? A ton of people go on to say it's a really high priority. So they're not where they want to be. They think they know what's wrong. They aren't willing to jump on a call, but it's definitely a high priority. And I don't understand this. Like, I really struggle to grasp that sequence of facts, right? And so I say to the people, look, if they select medium or low, I'm like, look, probably best that we connect at another time. Honestly, this internet marketing thing isn't easy. And if it's not a high priority for you, chances are it's not going to work. So, let's not waste our time, either of our time. But if they say high, I'll say, look, sure, maybe you don't want to jump on a call for whatever reason. Here's a button. You can drop me a message. I'm going to change that to kind of pull back from a few things. But as of now, that it's in there. And it says, drop me a message. This goes to my personal inbox. We can have a chat. We'll get your questions answered. We'll figure out a strategy for you. If we can help you, we'll help you. If we can't, I'll point you in the right direction. The percentage of people that push that button is so low, which is the whole point of the bot, right? The whole point is to filter out the ton of people that start at the top, filter them out based on, ones that feel like they're already at their income goal, or ones that aren't willing to kind of say, that's my problem, or ones that aren't willing to say, yeah, this is a higher priority for me. The goal is to filter all those people out so that they would never end up in my inbox. So it does its job. But I find the sequence fascinating, and then it culminates with so many people going, I'm not where I want to be. This is my problem. I'm not going to jump on a call with you. It's definitely a high priority, which I struggle to believe. But I still won't push the message button to reach out directly to someone who's done all the things that I want to do. They won't even take the 2 seconds to take that last step, right? And this is great for me, because it means those people don't end up in my inbox, and I don't have to talk to them, because they're going to take you in circles. They're going to think about it. They're going to take ages and most likely not do anything. So the bot works perfectly from that perspective. But that thought pattern is fascinating to me. And I was sitting thinking about it, and this is something that I've thought about in different variations over the last 12 months. And I think it's because so many people have these beliefs about sales, based on how you were raised as a kid, based on your experiences, whatever. And people are so uncomfortable being in a sales process on either side of the table, right? As a customer, as a potential customer, or as a salesperson. And there's this fear and this stress and anxiety around being pitched to, even if it's something that can help you solve your problems. There's this fear and stress around having to say no to somebody, right? Listening to an offer and saying no. As someone who sells on the other side, no is good. I am so okay with no, it's not even funny. Like, say no. Please say no. Don't say maybe. Maybe is a pain in the ass. Maybe is like, I don't really know. We're going to go back and forth for a couple of weeks. Like, maybe sucks. Nobody wants to hear maybe. No is great. No means this isn't for me. I'm clear. Let's go our separate ways. But people have this inability to go into a sales process and just go, yep, I'll do that. Or, nah, this isn't for me. And so they avoid it, right? They avoid it and they potentially miss out on that opportunity. That could be the one thing. But out of fear of going into a sales process, they avoid it. And I just think about the amount of missed opportunities of people who I could help or other people could help who avoid it because of that fear, because of that limiting belief around sales, because of that stress and that fear around sales people and sales processes, right? And that's on the buyer side of the table. What's even more interesting is you've got those people who are trying to get into affiliate marketing, which means you have to sell stuff. If they struggle that much with being in a sales process, how are you going to do it on the other side of the table? It's going to be really, really tough. Really, 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 really tough. And this ties back to when I got more and more comfortable spending more money on stuff to grow my business, on ads, on mentorship, on courses. Things really, really took off. I got really comfortable being pitched to. I got really comfortable being a buyer. I got really comfortable being in a sales process. It made my sales processes way easier, right? And there's all other videos and stuff that I've done and I can do around, how you need to start thinking about sales as an obligation and having the right product and all that kind of stuff. But the core lesson here is you've got to get really, really comfortable being on both sides of that sales table, being pitched to and pitching. If you can't do that, you're really going to have a hard time in this space, right? I was reading, I'm nearly finished this book. I was reading this book yesterday afternoon. I'm nearly through it. And it talks about identifying limiting beliefs and a lot of people having limiting beliefs around sales and sales being a bad thing and negative and sleazy and all this kind of stuff. And if that is your thought pattern around sales, that has to change, right? And getting more and more comfortable being a buyer, getting more and more comfortable being in that sales position on both sides of the table will have a huge, huge impact on that. Okay, if that's your perception around sales, it might take some time to shift it, because chances are it's a deep-seated kind of belief pattern, and it's something that you're going to have to change over time. It's something that you're going to have to change by seeing powerful products change people's lives, by powerful products do what they're meant to do. Okay, and if you haven't found that product for you to sell yet, keep looking, right? You don't have to settle. You don't have to stop. You don't have to promote that thing because that's what people tell you have to promote. Keep digging. Keep finding your product, or go create your product, right? If there's nothing out there in the affiliate landscape you want to promote, go make it, right? Or offer your time, coaching, whatever, okay? Those things will make it way easier to sell. But becoming comfortable being sold to and selling go hand in hand, in my opinion, okay? Be okay with telling people no. If you get pitched something, just say, no thanks, not for me. That's great. They will appreciate that. I can promise you that. Okay? So get comfortable selling, get comfortable buying, get comfortable being on both sides of the sales table, and it will have a massive, massive impact on your business, on your growth as a marketer, on everything that you do online. Okay? Hopefully you got some value from that. If you want help with all this stuff, check out the Super Affiliate Accelerator. Subscribe to the channel. I'll talk to you all soon.